In a bustling city where the sounds of traffic never ceased, lived a small, scruffy cat named Kofi. Kofi was utterly alone, without a home, a family, or anyone to offer him a kind glance. Each day was a struggle. As he roamed the grimy streets, his nose twitching for scraps, his meals often came from rummaging through overflowing garbage bins behind busy restaurants. The other animals, well fed and secure, often sneered at his plight. "Look at that miserable street cat," the neighborhood dogs would bark, their tails wagging mockingly. "You'll never amount to anything in this life," the plump pigeons cooed, strutting past him. Kofi's fur was matted and rough, his tiny body painfully thin, and his eyes held a tired, hungry gaze. When the cold rain poured down, he sought meagre shelter beneath broken wooden tables, shivering. During the scorching heat of the sun, he would hide in the fleeting shadows of crumbling old buildings. Yet, deep within Kofi's resilient heart, a flicker of hope stubbornly remained. He held on to the quiet belief that, somehow, his difficult life would one day transform. One particularly chilly evening, Kofi was diligently sifting through a trash bin. He was behind a grand, brightly lit restaurant, hoping for a discarded morsel. Suddenly, a sleek black luxury car glided to a stop at the curb nearby. From its polished interior emerged a tall, distinguished gentleman, Mr. Adewale. Mr. Adewale was a renowned and powerful businessman, known throughout the city for his genuine kindness. As he strode towards the restaurant's entrance, his gaze fell upon the small, trembling cat. Kofi was huddled beside the overflowing trash bin, barely visible in the dim light. Slowly, hesitantly, Kofi lifted his head, his tired eyes meeting the man's. Instead of the usual look of disdain or indifference, Mr. Adewale's eyes held something else. He saw not just a dirty street cat, but a spark of resilience, a glimmer of hope in Kofi's gaze. With a gentle sigh, Mr. Adewale bent down, his movements slow and deliberate. He carefully scooped up the small, surprised cat into his warm hands. "You poor, unfortunate creature. Life has certainly not been kind to you," he murmured softly. For the very first time in his lonely existence, Kofi felt an unfamiliar, comforting warmth. Mr. Adewale carried him into the luxurious car, placing him gently on the plush seat. They drove through the city, eventually arriving at his magnificent mansion perched on a hill. The mansion's numerous servants were utterly astonished, their faces a mixture of shock and disbelief. "Sir, this is merely a common street cat," one of them exclaimed, gesturing at Kofi. Mr. Adewale offered a calm, knowing smile, his eyes twinkling with a plan. "Today, yes, he is a street cat," he replied, his voice firm and clear. "But tomorrow, he will undoubtedly become something far greater." From that pivotal day forward, Kofi's entire world was irrevocably transformed. He was given luxurious baths, meticulously groomed, and fed the finest, most delicious foods. His once dull, matted fur began to shine, becoming incredibly soft and smooth to the touch. His scrawny, weak body steadily grew stronger, filling out and becoming remarkably healthy. But Mr. Adewale did more than just provide for his physical needs. He became Kofi's mentor. He dedicated time to training him, instilling in Kofi a newfound sense of confidence and discipline. Kofi learned how to carry himself with an air of dignity, like a true royal gentleman. Weeks turned into months, and the once neglected street cat underwent a remarkable metamorphosis. His fur, once rough and dark, transformed into a lustrous golden hue, incredibly soft. His eyes, once tired and wary, now sparkled with intelligence and a keen awareness. His posture, initially hunched, became elegant and proudly upright, reflecting his inner change. Soon, everyone within the grand mansion began to respectfully address him as Sir Kofi. He sported tiny, custom-made designer suits and dapper bow ties, walking with an undeniable grace. Sir Kofi often rode in luxury cars alongside Mr. Adewale, observing the city with regal composure. Whispers and stories of the handsome, classy cat who had once lived on the streets spread across the city. One significant day, Mr. Adewale took Sir Kofi back to the very same street where they had first met. The dogs and pigeons, who had once mocked him mercilessly, stared in utter disbelief. Their eyes widened, questioning, "Could this truly be the same dirty, pathetic street cat?" Sir Kofi stepped out of the gleaming luxury car, radiating elegance and unwavering confidence. But instead of displaying any hint of pride or superiority, he performed a selfless act. He gently placed several bags of nourishing food on the ground for the hungry street animals. Sir Kofi had never forgotten his humble beginnings, remembering where he came from. Mr. Adewale watched him, a proud smile gracing his lips, his heart full. "My dear friend," he said, his voice filled with admiration, "true greatness is not defined by your starting point, but rather by the incredible way you choose to rise above your circumstances." And from that day forward, the inspiring tale of Kofi, the street cat who became a royal gentleman, resonated throughout the city. It was a powerful story, reminding everyone that kindness and transformation can lead to true greatness.